It's not bad.
What is up, everybody? Happy New
Ugh.
Year's. The last one of the year, I should say. Whatever. Anyways, welcome to another episode of the Running Gun Podcast. This is the new year or old year episode. I don't know, however you want to call it. Doesn't matter. The last episode of 2024 for the Running Gun Podcast from Must Have Penalty Talk. I am Ace, and the dude on my left is...
Jay Peeps.
There we go.
Made it, man. Made it.
Survived another year. Only to have another
We
Craig
did.
Fair one coming up next year.
We
Rest in
made it,
peace,
man.
Mess Dreams. I'm going to miss that one. You didn't hear of Mess Dreams? Yeah, it was one of them. It was one of the ones that you could watch sports off of. They got shut down today. Rest in peace to them. Already 2025 is already up to a rough start.
Okay. Got it. But yeah, folks, last one for the year. We're gonna go out with a bang. So we got a good one for you tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about the playoff matchups for this weekend. We're gonna talk about a little bit of the playoff field and how it looks right now, and how it could still be shaken up with the game that's going on behind me on the screen, and with the other games left to come this weekend, which, oh my gosh, got to get the picks for that in. So we'll be taking those down. Perfect. Nice. Noted. Okay.
Yeah, Ash. It's rest in peace to them, bro. They got packed up today. They put out an announcement.
Also RIP to our childhood, because, Cartoon Network's website servers went off, I think, today.
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be a rough year next year. Everything's getting shutting down.
I mean, to be honest, who was going on Cartoon Network's website, though? Still.
That's fair. That is fair. But, I mean, half Cartoon Network shows are on, like, either Amazon or Hulu.
Yeah, but I mean, it was the website, like, to play the games.
Yeah, them got shut down. Lego, you remember Lego website with the games on it, like Lego City? They got shut down a couple years ago. That was sad. They had the Lego Star Wars games online, but they got shut down too. Anyways, we're getting off topic. We're here for the sports. But yeah, we have college football playoffs this weekend. The quarterfinals.
Yes, quarterfinals this weekend.
And then we have week 18 of the NFL regular season upon us as well, the final week. We have Monday Night Football today. Lions 49ers. If the Lions win, they will be playing against Minnesota. Sunday Night Football for the number one seed in the NFC.
Mm-hmm. And also, too, on the other side of the intro, we're going to talk about which HBCU band got invited to Washington for the inauguration. And will be showing up in Washington for the inauguration, sad to say. So we'll discuss that. It'll be interesting. Can't wait. So don't go anywhere. Get comfy. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to that channel. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JP. This is the Bug.
This is JC.
This is Flash. This is Jimi Hendrix.
And you're listening to
You're listening
to the Run and Gun Podcast.
So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So first things first, as I make this transaction, first things first is what happened a couple days ago. So Mississippi Valley, they received an invite, or not received an invite, I guess they applied for it, to go play in the inauguration coming up on January 20th. I'm looking at your eyes, and I know you're already just... See, now it's gone to your face. Oh, God.
Keep talking.
You said you're thinking something?
No, I said keep talking. And don't let my face distract you.
Oh. Yeah, so it's interesting to me. I hate it for the university itself because now there's a petition out there to get them removed from SWAC, which I don't think is going to happen with only 100 signatures. But it's just amazing to me that the band director at Valley, who used to be at Talladega College, or not Talladega College, yeah, it is Talladega College, is now fighting for this because previously at his last stop he had Talladega College in I think the 2016 presidential inaugural parade. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. But then you have people out there that want to say, can we start a petition to send FAMU back to where they came from? But yet you have schools in this conference that quote unquote still don't want to leave the plantation. Is that a nice way to put it?
I guess, yeah. Well, what are you gonna say? Somebody had to do it. I guess it's one of them situations.
They could have got Ole Miss to do it. You know, it would have been more fitting to have Ole Miss go this time around.
All right, let's move on. Last episode of the year, let's not get too much into this, but yeah, Ole Miss probably could have done it. They could have got Alabama. They could have got any other SEC school to do it, and it would have been fine.
Well, the thing is, for these parades, they get a representative from every state.
Oh, so this is because of Mississippi's got to send. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss should go, or Mississippi State.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Southern Miss. You know, somebody like you could have sent anybody. Like, come on. I don't get it. I mean, it would have been it would have been more fitting to see Ole Miss go. I mean, why not send the school with a Confederate graveyard to the? Let me stop.
Moving on.
Let me stop.
If you want, you can check the group chat. But yes, moving on. HBCU hoops back on. You know, somebody's gonna probably make the tournament. Somebody will probably win a game. Maybe you never know. It's always March Madness coming around the corner. 3 months.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. Once you hear New Year's coming, you know March Madness right around the corner after college football's playoffs end and the Super Bowl. So stuff to look forward to in college basketball as the college football season is winding to a close. All right, enough of all that. I said what we had to say for what we need to get done. Let's get into the fun stuff. Pull up the bracket.
Oh yeah, hold on one sec. I was looking at the stats.
I got the obligatory nonsense out of the way, so we can get into the good stuff.
Yeah. Also, too, shout out to FAMU. Ended up getting they plugged some major. They got some major needs filled. You know, filled the need at linebacker, loading up in the secondary. Got a couple of additions along the D line. You know, got Tyler Jefferson from Central Michigan, so they did make some moves. I don't think they're done though. I think they're just kind of laying low right now, lying in wait until after New Year's Day to make some more moves. But I like what I've seen so far from Colsey, and all of them were Florida guys, which is another good thing to see. So I think the only two people that weren't Florida guys was a kid out of Cairo, Georgia, and another kid from Georgia. I forget where he was from though, but all of them good moves. I like them a lot. But yeah, so I will bring up now your precious, coveted bracket. So
yeah, there's not much to talk about in the HBCU section. I'm not trying to blow by it. Just there's not really much right now.
It's really not. It's a down period right now. But
now been waiting for the college football playoff bracket quarterfinals. Alrighty, guys, we got 2 potentially decent games. Actually, I'll say 3 potential decent games. One's probably gonna be a blowout.
If you had to pick a blowout of all these games, which one do you think it would be?
Texas, Arizona State.
Really?
I'm gonna say I don't think that Georgia Notre Dame game is gonna be a blowout. For some reason, I just don't see it happening.
Ooh, which makes me go to my first question.
Buddy, your name Gunner. You better be slinging that ball with that run and gun offense, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, you're not gonna be doing much. But they're probably gonna run a heavy option run because he's surprisingly kind of doing it. I don't know. Carson Beck declaring for the draft was kind of shocking, especially for their like playoff projections of how far they go. I don't think Georgia's winning a championship with Gunner Stockton at quarterback.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is
I don't know. Like at least with Tua, there was like a certain hype around him when he came out of nowhere. Like now, it came out of nowhere, but you know what I mean. Like he came during the playoffs and he made his debut there. Like at least he had some kind of hype about him. I've never heard of Gunner Stockton until the SEC championship. I mean, I guess that might maybe a casual. I don't know Georgia like that.
you got
He's not even like, I don't even think he was like highly recruited, if that makes sense. I don't know.
I mean, I can't speak to that whether he was or not, but I mean, one thing I say is he showed his toughness when he needed to in that, and it was in the SEC championship when he got basically knocked senseless, and everyone thought he basically died on the field, and still finished the game off. You know,
He was a
but
4-star, 83rd ranked quarterback in his class of 2022, which would make him a junior right now, I guess. Right?
I mean, he was competing for the spot at one point after I think Stetson Bennett left. He was competing, and then he lost it to, Carson Beck. But I mean, I
6'1", 220. Kind of undersized there, buddy.
Hey, your boy Drew Brees was 6'1".
Okay, that's why the Saints suck right now. They have a fetish for undersized white guys who whatever. Moving on.
But I mean, hey,
anyways,
with all this time to prepare and stuff, anything's possible. Because it's one thing if you gotta get them ready, with a week to prepare. But there's been a long time since we last saw them. What was that, December 7th? To now,
he's got good mobility, I guess. So he's gonna probably be rolling a lot, running. It'll be interesting to say the least. There's gonna be an option deep pass game.
And it's also factoring the fact that they don't have a lot of film on him. And the film they have on him is garbage time. Outside of a clutch moment in the SEC championship where he just got pressed into duty. So it's like, this is gonna be interesting. Because he could come out there and he could either sling it or he could just hand it off 30 times and Georgia could just pound away. But it's like you don't know what to prepare for with this kid. So I mean that's the advantage Georgia has right now. Now if he comes up there and just wets the bed, then momentum kind of shifts to Notre Dame. But yeah, and then that bottom one, I mean, Boise and Penn State. Boise seems ready to shock the world, from what it sounds like.
Boise is highly motivated.
Yeah, they are.
I think they are very upset that G&T didn't win the Heisman. I also think, especially what followed after Travis Hunter won the Heisman, didn't help soothe nerves up in Idaho. If there is anything beside Boise State and potatoes, but otherwise,
no, I agree. Because honestly, like I was looking at it too. I'm like, okay, you know what? The Heisman winner has to go out with a bang. You have to, given everything that's happened. Given the fact that you are being talked about as being the first guy off the board, and likely will be the first guy off the board, but then you come out and you do that. Not a good look.
I think they will be a very motivated team. Penn State is riding high from SMU, where they're basically running practice plays in the second quarter.
Yeah.
I think Penn State might be sleeping on it.
Penn State's favored by 11 in this game. The over-under is 45.5. Or yeah. Well, they're favored by 11. My bad. The over-under is 53.5.
I'll just say if Idaho, I keep saying Idaho because they're in Idaho, but Boise State, if Boise State get that ball first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Boise State lets GNT take that first handoff and that thing goes house. If he houses on any point on that first drive, if he houses it, that game's gonna be a ball game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got to remember
But if
this.
Penn State gets that ball first, they march right down their throat, take up 5, 6, 7 minutes off that clock. Then it might be a different game script, and then you'll be having to see something else come out, and it might get ugly fast.
And regardless if Boise gets their butts handed to them, you can't use the adage of, well, Boise didn't belong. Boise was the Group of 5 champion with the best record. And Boise had a Heisman finalist in the backfield. They deserve to be here. But I do feel like possibly we will see the latter part where I think Boise's going to show up and kind of try to hit Penn State in the mouth because you got to look at it. This is the game that made Boise State famous. The old hook and ladder, Statue of Liberty play.
Fiesta Bowl, bro. That was crazy back then.
I'm telling you, man, this is the one that made them famous. I put nothing past them in this game.
Where's this game?
This is the Fiesta Bowl again.
Okay, that's what I thought, but
And it's tomorrow night.
So what's the afternoon game?
The afternoon games are as follows.
Well, I guess Michigan, Alabama is the afternoon game, but there's no second. I thought there's always 2 playoff games.
Not tomorrow. Wednesday is going to be all playoff games. Tomorrow it starts with Alabama, Michigan. We will be there, or I will be there. Second game is Louisville, Washington.
Something came up.
You said you couldn't go?
Yeah, something came up.
Oh, that's all good, man. Alabama's actually favored by 14.5. Wow.
Man, I was going to just go for this Jalen Milroe scouting report.
I'll let you know.
All right.
And after Louisville and Washington playing the Sun Bowl, you have South Carolina, Illinois in the Cheez-It Bowl. And then you have Baylor and LSU in the Texas Bowl. And then the day ends with Penn State and Boise at 7:30 in the Fiesta Bowl.
I feel kind of bad for Penn State and Boise. They're the only one on New Year's Eve. The rest of them are on New Year's.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, oh, I mean, you got to.
But then again, Texas, Arizona State's in the middle of the day. People are gonna have to work and stuff to watch that because some people still have to work.
Which is absolutely crazy to me that someone has to work on New Year's Day. There's so much I could say about people with their work schedules and stuff regarding this holiday, but I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. This is insane. But yeah. So, and then the other one, of course, is Ohio State and Oregon. Ohio State's currently favored.
That's gonna be the closest game, I think. I think we're gonna see very similar to how that Big Ten game was early in the season when Walker Howard lost track of the time. Yeah, that game's gonna be close again.
I agree. I think it is too.
Ohio State put some demons to rest, beating down Tennessee. Now the key part for them is to not go in with their head full of air and up their ass. So coming in, you got to see how it comes with them. Will Howard's gonna have to put on a show. He is a super senior, I believe. So he's playing for his draft stock as well. Jeremiah Smith's gonna try to put on another clinic, but the key part for that game is Ohio State going to get enough pass rush on Dylan Gabriel to make him uncomfortable. I think that's what's going to decide that game.
I agree. You know who I think is going to decide the game? Do you know who I think is going to decide the game?
What, Ryan Day?
No. I think the Duck. The thing is, he wore out Pat McAfee with that. But nah, seriously, I do think that like Oregon's offense, dude, they're gonna.
Got to get Dylan Gabriel uncomfortable.
Yes, you do, and you got to do it early. You got to do it often. Otherwise, you're probably gonna get beat worse than you got beat earlier this season. But yeah, that won't be the only Duck excitement that you'll see on this podcast tonight.
That's not the only Duck. It's a quack. It's a Quacker Eve. That's
Yeah.
overall.
I don't know. Ducks have been the name of the name of the game today. Honestly,
Also, this dinner for Christmas, or part of it.
sir, did it taste like chicken? Let's be honest.
Nah.
What did it taste like?
You never had duck before? Like
I've
roast
never
duck or any kind of duck?
never
Wow.
Never had duck before.
Buddy, pull up. Pull up. We're going to have to teach you some stuff.
You are. I'm trying to get some. Trying to get some deer meat.
Now, venison or veal or whatever you want to call it, bro, that is a lot of prep work to get out the gamey taste.
Yeah, I mean, I know a guy. So
Okay, and you always call me and Dalton the thing from Ant-Man. I know a guy.
yeah. Oh, here you go.
Hello.
I don't.
Yeah, this part now. Doug, yeah. See, he knows ball. He knows ball. So is deer. Deer's good too. It's just is a lot of prep work for that.
I'm willing to try it.
What the hell is my computer glitching up a storm, bro? What the hell?
I'm willing to try both. I know a guy that I think I can get my hands on some venison.
I know a guy who knows this guy who could do this for me for that price or whatever from this knowing this guy. Yeah. All right, bud.
All right. So what else do we have here? Trying to see.
Arizona, Texas game, the run game. If Arizona State can stop the run game, you got a chance. But that is highly unlikely.
If Arizona State can get Scattaboo going.
Yeah, you got to get him going to start, but you cannot let Texas just hand the ball off and let him be down 10 yards down the field before you even make first contact. It'll just be a recipe for disaster.
I agree. You can't mess around with this right here. And if you are Arizona State, you can't mess around. Just like, do you think Arizona State could win a shootout with Texas?
Nah.
And I kind of worry for that too.
Sun Devils, I ain't know if they got it in them. I think it's just a physicality mismatch.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about it.
I'm thinking that too. Plus, it's like Texas is, they're already pissed off because they probably feel like, you know what, we probably should have had the bye right out the gate. Georgia probably shouldn't have made it had we won. So it's so many factors at play. Because, and then it's like they're going back to the place where they lost the SEC championship with a chance to redeem themselves in the Peach Bowl. So I think Texas is going to come out pissed. They're going to come out pissed. So whatever the spread is, I think Texas will cover. The spread right now, Texas is favored by 13. The over-under is 51.5.
I do think, though, I think 3 of the 4 favorites are going to win. I think we'll get one underdog winning.
I think that underdog is going to be Oregon.
Oregon's labeled as an underdog in this game?
Mm-hmm. Ohio State's favored by 2.5.
That's more of a pick it. I was going to say that game is like a pick 'em kind of game. Like anybody can win that game, kind of like. But
Georgia's
I think.
by 1.
But what? Wait, what? As a degenerate game where I would bet the over instead of the spread. I would agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you though, Georgia's favored by 1 in this game.
Oh, great. The
That's what,
49ers already scored a touchdown, and Brock Purdy's got 5 points fantasy wise. I just need him to not score 70.
you're good. You're still up by 65.
Yeah, but you never know. Crazy stuff happens. You remember that one time with Flash where Ayuk dropped, or he fumbled, or he lateraled the ball and it got ruled a fumble and he lost the championship last year because of that?
Well, he didn't lose the championship. So the person that won the championship got in the playoffs or like eliminated him.
Yeah, it was some wild stuff happened there. Anyways, me and okay, let's get into this and before we talk about fantasy football and the NFL portion. That's a whole nice little story over there.
But yeah, so Ohio State's favored by 2. Georgia's favored by 1. Texas is favored by 13.5, I believe it was 13 to 14.5. And then Penn State is favored by 11. I know this is intriguing to you.
I don't know. I want to say Notre Dame wins that game. I don't know why. It's just something just for the memes and like, but see, like, Georgia's got this devil magic going on right now to be winning some of these games where it's like you can't pick against them.
Yeah, I still think Georgia's got a scrappy defense that is better than Indiana. That first one, I'm going with Penn State. Still, I think Genty's going to go off, but I think Penn State may hold on. Honestly,
yep, I'd agree with that.
The second,
but I think it's going to cover. I think Boise State covers.
Oh yeah, Like I said,
which one, Kellen? Georgia, Notre Dame's in New Orleans because that's a Sugar Bowl. Ohio State, Oregon is.
That's the
Penn State, Notre Dame, Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know Ash is taking Texas. He's a diehard Texas.
Well, yeah, I'm taking Texas. I'm going Georgia in that Sugar Bowl, but I'm going.
Yeah, I want to take Notre Dame in that game just for the memes, man. Something is telling me to take Notre Dame in that game, and that's before I saw what I said. But
I just I feel like I'm telling you that's the one I feel like we're giving too much credit to, man. I don't know. I feel like it's going to go the other way because I remember. Yeah, no, I agree. And we've been here.
I'm gonna think of this so much, but Georgia's gonna probably win by 30 because Notre Dame chokes when they play an SEC team. But then again, that was with Brian Kelly, who's notoriously big for choking in big games. But Marcus Freeman might be a different case. He chokes the sleep'em games.
Now, because here's the other thing too. I mean, give or take, it was Brian Kelly, but I mean, I'll go all the way back to Jerry Faust. Like when they come down here, they usually get the crap kicked out of them. They do. And
then I would agree with that, but then again, it's like it's some Catholic thing. You're right. You don't ever know what kind of voodoo magic them Catholics be using.
Oh please. I would say something very very petty and messed up, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'll tell you off air.
But you went to Catholic school. You can't say that. But then again, I went there for middle school, so I can't say that.
I did. I witnessed it. I know, but
I witnessed it too. So you gotta tell me I got this crazy story, but I can't say that one on there.
I mean, my thing is, I'm like kind of like we saw them hype up to endlessly to death the Alabama Notre Dame game from 2012. That's the one that forever really sticks with me. We hyped it up so much.
Was it 2019? No,
this was 2012.
No, I'm thinking the one where Alabama won by like 40 before they played Ohio State. 21, I guess.
Oh, that was 2020. That was the 2020 season.
2020, yeah. Because Justin Fields played that one. He was 21.
Yeah. But I always think about that. It was like they kept saying like the worst thing for Notre Dame that could happen in the second half was Alabama coming out for the second half. Alabama came out for the second half. Like it was that bad. I could see something like that happening. I could. Now, might I be wrong? Maybe. But I just feel like
I would say Georgia by a touchdown max.
All right. Okay. we'll go with it. But yeah, I'm going
But
Duckies.
Ohio State, I'm taking Ohio State.
You're taking Ohio State. Okay.
I'll take Ohio State, Texas, and Penn State.
Ohio State, Texas, and Penn State. So you are going with Georgia.
Now this one here, boy. Oh, I know you put JK underneath, but boy, this one is it right here, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. They do. They
Sad truth about it.
And they won't because of academic integrity. And you know what?
I don't fault them for that, but that's just what it would have to take for it to get the meatheads in.
Yeah.
To be able to go pound for pound.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Sometimes you need a Patrick Starr to carry your offensive line, if you know what I mean.
Freaking horrible. Freaking horrible.
Sometimes you need a Raleigh from Diary of a Wimpy Kid to carry your offensive line.
All right. Let's go ahead and switch over to the NFL.
Easy.
Wait. Before we do, Mr. Wait.
Drop picks real quick.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. What are my picks? All right, where are we going? Oh, we're going college. Oh. All right. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Penn State,
Okay.
Texas, Ohio State, Notre Dame.
So he's going with my initial thoughts before y'all gaslit me into Georgia. All right.
No, I'm not taking any other, no.
Okay.
I really feel like that Ohio State, Oregon's going to be a very close game, as well with Boise and Penn. But I don't know. The way Penn played, if they bring that A game like they did against SMU, they could shut out Boise State, no problem.
Yeah.
Now, I will say Notre Dame's secondary is better than their run defense.
So you're thinking maybe Georgia may just pound the rock?
No, I'm talking about the Boise State, Penn State game.
Oh, I thought you said Notre Dame. My bad.
Notre Dame's funny. The running back had like 101 rushing yards, but he had a 98-yard touchdown run.
Oh no, you said their rush defense.
No, I'm saying Penn State's rush defense is not as good as their. Oh wait, no. Okay, I got mixed up. Y'all don't mind me. My brain shut down. Notre Dame's secondary is better than their run defense. Penn State, same thing. Their secondary is better than their run defense. But they got a good pass rush. There, I got confused on it.
You're good.
Although I wouldn't
because we saw Ohio State just ran the ball against Penn State.
Well, I wouldn't rule out Arizona State running the ball against Texas broken defense if they could. Just give it to Scatterboo and
let them cook.
Let them cook, and the next thing you know, bam, 3 touchdowns, 3 or 4 touchdowns later.
Let him cook.
All right, with that.
Speaking of let him cook, Jameson Williams walk-in touchdown.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. Brock Purdy got me some points finally.
Chris Paul hits you story to go down 42.
1 second.
I'm sorry, that one had to come.
Gotta get my.
We ain't scared of that.
All right, there we go.
You're talking about Scatterbo, right? Yeah, I think he is talking about Scatterbo's bowling ball.
All right.
All right, moving on to the NFL.
So
me and Dawn, bro, we had a fantasy championship for the ages.
Yeah.
You're still having one.
We're still having.
We're still having it. We're still in it.
Still got Brock Purdy there.
Oh wow, that kid got blocked. Oh dang it.
Oh, they blocked the kick. Oh my goodness.
Damn, bro. I'm gonna lose in at least one of my 3 fantasy.
Detroit's not gonna blow this, are they?
Hey, shout out my boy Malik Neighbors. He's a real one. All-time greatest decision ever. It's the last second. I changed that roster at 12:58. I took out Garrett Wilson and I started Malik Neighbors.
Dude, this is crazy.
Shout out to T. Higgins, also 50 points. Like, both Malik and T put up 50 points. And then look at our defense. Our defense is crazy.
Yeah.
13
I
points
had
and
19
19
and
points.
you had 16. It was crazy. That was a shootout.
Damn.
All right, so yeah, this is the updated playoff picture currently. So Minnesota holds the lead.
Oh, you're just mad that y'all blew the number 1 pick. That's all it is.
You know what's
Neighbors
funny?
blew his chance at a good quarterback.
Every Giants fan is upset about that. Every Giants fan. But yeah, so right now we've got Minnesota currently holding the number 1 seed right now. For now, depending on what happens in this game. Either way, I mean, 1 and 5 will meet on Sunday Night Football in Week 18. The number 2 seeds all but locked up. The Rams play Seattle this weekend. A Seattle win and a Bucks win over the Saints would put the Bucks at the 3 seed, but we'll see what happens there. And of course, you saw Washington take out the Falcons. So right now the Bucks hold the number 4 seed, which was absolutely crazy. If you haven't seen the video yet, you should go see the video of all the Falcons fans that were celebrating the kick at the end of regulation that dropped. That was no good. It was short by like 5 yards. It was freaking hilarious.
Like I said, Falcons gonna Falcons. Well, it's not hard to understand. Just gotta watch it a little bit and you'll get it.
Yep.
Just hang in there. Just hang in now.
Look at Dalton. Dalton figured out so much sports talk in the last 3 months. You've been doing this? 4 months?
Something like that. Ever since I started doing this fantasy, and really got into it.
He's learned so much in that time. And
But
he's in it, yeah, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Now that you mentioned this, I am sure 99% of us who grew up playing Madden. So anybody basically under the age of 25, whoever grew, or 27, 30 years old, basically anybody under 30 years old right now who grew up playing Madden has better time management skills than any NFL head coach right now, it feels like.
Stop it.
Outside of like Andy Reid. Bro, like time management skills are horrible. I saw Dan Quinn have terrible time management skills. I just saw not Todd Bowles, what his dumbass name is? Raheem Morris.
It's funny.
Bucks coach.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that because I remember specifically we had this talk and you were like, man, the Bucks did Raheem Morris so dirty. Nope, Raheem Morris.
Nah, he's stupid too, bro. I take that back. He's dumb.
He was not mature at the time, and he did not deserve that job at the time.
This man went and said, "I thought we came up to the ball too slow, buddy. This is a rookie quarterback making his first start on the road." It's saying you had 3 timeouts and you used none of them. God, I was like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Use your timeouts. It's like watching a noob play Madden, and then you just take advantage of it.
Now I hate it for him because you know these NFL front offices like to fire black coaches after 1 season. So hopefully Raheem Morris didn't get himself fired with the talent on this roster.
That man need to get out of town. But you know what? Antonio Pierce may suck, but Darren Rizzi is just a war criminal, horrible coach too. So it don't matter.
Honestly, I hate to say it. I hate to see Antonio Pierce get fired after 1 season, but I feel like depending on how the strategy goes for the draft, I feel like he might. I don't want to see it, but I feel like he might. Because now it's like the Raiders have lost out on Shador and Cam Ward, and even possibly Travis Hunter.
Now Raheem's gonna be safe this year, but next year is gonna be a make or break for him, I think.
Yeah, it will be. Again, the point still stands. The NFL is very short with black coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the black coaches.
Not just the NFL, NBA. I'm looking at you, Sacramento Kings, with your old dumbass selves running over there. Yeah. Back to football. Yeah. So we got
Lovie Smith got fired for going 10-6.
Mm-hmm. Jim Caldwell went to the Super Bowl, then went 9-7 and got fired. And what happened to Indianapolis after that? They got cursed to oblivion, but I ain't talking about Indianapolis yet. We'll get to them in a minute. They need to have a time.
Yeah, so
back to this.
Go ahead and ask this. Will Tampa hold it on and secure the NFC South? Well, really,
I will say this. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the entire support of New Orleans Saints fan base right now to win that game. Every single person in New Orleans wants the Bucs to beat them so they get a better draft pick and to keep the Falcons out of the playoffs. That's how petty they are to the Falcons.
You know what? You know what would be funny? And I heard someone mention this all over the radio yesterday. Someone was like, "What?" Someone was like, "What if the because Mike Evans wants his 85 yards to get his 1,000-yard season." Someone was saying like, "What if the Saints just like hold out all their starters just to ensure the Bucs win, so that the Falcons don't have a chance of even getting in the playoffs?" Just like how the Eagles used to do to the Giants and the Cowboys back in the 80s. And I was like, that would be the most diabolical thing ever, but I could see it happening.
AP was talking about it the other day. He was saying like if last night the Saints went in and announced they put Carr, Olave, and Kamara on IR just to spite Falcons fans and say, oh yeah, y'all ain't got no chance to make the playoffs. We're going to just lose this game. But they said Kamara's probably going to play this game because he wants to hit 1,000 yards, so he's only 50 yards away. So once he hits 1,000 yards, he's probably going to sit the rest of the game. Olave, now that is a whole conversation. We'll talk about them later. We're focusing on the playoff talks. So yeah, the Bucs are definitely going to win the game. I don't think it's much of a question. The Saints just lost to a team that arrived in the city at 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about
like
that.
The Raiders landed at 1 a.m. 12 hours later, or 11 hours later, technically, went into their stadium and beat them by what, 20 something?
Yeah, it was like 25-10.
15. So they won by 15. And hell, it was like Rattler wasn't even horrible. It was just that team just sucks. Like they got nothing.
Yeah.
GM is terrible. Owner is terrible. Quarterback is mid and horrible and terrible and ass and all the above. Paying him $40 million. You're gonna have to keep him probably another year unless you just bite the bullet like how the Broncos did, which they should. But they're a bunch of dumbasses with the current management. Yeah. So yeah, Bucks, just please win this game. Washington should get the 6th seed. Packers should be getting the 7th seed, I believe.
Yeah, Packers. Well, hey, now I got to go back. Hold on.
Packers would get 7th seed.
This is all but wrapped up currently. So, yeah, the Packers currently are basically a lock for the 7th seed. Washington, they punched their ticket Sunday night to most definitely, without a doubt, they're in. NFC North is super crowded. So, I mean, right now, the loser of Sunday's game, and really, if things don't change here soon, the loser of this game being the Detroit Lions may end up staying at 5. So
then they go to LA to play Matthew Stafford again. And guess what? They're going to beat him again.
Technically, no. So,
well, if the Bucks win and Washington wins, then the Rams drop to 4, right?
So if the Bucks beat the Saints and if the Rams lose to Seattle, the Bucks would go to 3. The Bucks would then host Washington, and LA would host Detroit in the rematch of the wild card round from a year ago. Well, this time it would be
except in LA. This time the game will be in.
So Vikings would get the bye week?
As of right now, yes, Vikings would get the lone bye. And then at the same time, too, Eagles would host Green Bay in this case.
Interesting.
So this is all but wrapped up. Now, however, when you go to the AFC side and look at things, this is not 100% wrapped up yet. So the 1 seed's been secure. The 2 seed's been secure. The Ravens have run away with the AFC North. The AFC South is the Texans division, which I think is weaker than the NFC South, honestly. Steelers can't do much. They're still punched in for the 5. After a win this past weekend.
Actually, no.
Which one?
5, Pittsburgh, if they lose to Cincinnati and the Chargers win. It's kind of weird how it is, but Pittsburgh might actually drop to 6, even though the Chargers lost to Pittsburgh.
Wait, who's Pittsburgh play this weekend?
Bengals.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's right. This is because that's right. I think.
By the way, Pittsburgh 0-3 in games Justin Fields doesn't play. because he got hurt early in the Eagles game. They lost that. Then they lost the next game to Baltimore because he was out that game. And then they lost to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Do with that info as you will. Anyways, because they only beat Cleveland and Baltimore because they gave it to Fields at the end of the game to get the first down. So, yeah.
This is crazy. So, the way it's looking right now, I don't know why it looks like that. That's crazy.
So, basically, I want to know what Kansas City does because I'm curious to see if Kansas City plays Mahomes or not because they got the 1 seed wrapped up. But I can see Kansas City is kind of interesting because Denver is a division of rival. So will they intentionally lose to let them in the playoffs just to not play Joe Burrow in the playoffs? Because I know Buffalo
did say that.
I know Buffalo's praying that Kansas City rest their starters so Denver gets in the playoffs and not Cincinnati.
I would believe
but
it.
Then again, I'm sure Buffalo's praying to get the Miami Dolphins instead. Because if Miami beats the Jets, then Buffalo gets Miami up in Buffalo. That's going to be the easiest playoff game of all time.
Honestly, it was like a whole bunch of scenarios when they were breaking it down on Sunday Night Football. It was
There's
like
only really 3 for the AFC.
Yeah, they were
Buffalo's
saying
locked
like
in at the 2. Kansas City's locked in at the 1. Baltimore, the top 4 is locked in pretty much. So what it comes down to is if Denver beats KC, then Denver is the 7th seed and they can play Buffalo, right?
Yes.
But if Denver loses, then it opens the door to if Miami wins, Miami goes up to Buffalo, and that's the easiest game for Buffalo of all time because Miami can't play in the cold.
Oh wait, but they also said
if Miami loses,
Pittsburgh has to beat Cincinnati for Miami to get in too. So Miami does need help. Miami needs Denver to lose, and they need Cincinnati to lose.
Cincinnati needs Denver and Miami to lose.
Yeah, so it's like a plethora of scenarios. So Denver, man.
Because if both Cincinnati and Miami lose, Denver still gets in.
And Denver's favored by 9.5 this weekend at home.
Because they're probably expecting Kansas City to bench the starters.
Yeah, which I don't know how long they'll play for.
Man, Purdy's got a second touchdown. Come on, Detroit, stop selling on me.
Oh my goodness!
Is probably good.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, this is looking more and more realistic.
Woo-hoo. Let's go. Yes, Brock Purdy. Woo. Let's go.
You know Brock Purdy needs to throw like 7 touchdowns for you to win tonight, right?
Yeah, I know.
And have like 500 yards and 240 bombs, right?
It's not going to happen, but it would be nice. It'd be nice if
it'd be close.
Could,
I'm still having fun with this. I'm sure Dawn had fun with this.
Oh, I did. I think that was just crazy how both
Okay, now if you want, we could talk about that before we get into the other stuff.
Yeah, I know y'all saw this. This was by USA Today when the schedule.
This was before the season, right?
Yes.
Don't worry. Don't worry about this part. Don't worry. It's all good. Y'all will figure it out. It's not that hard. You'll figure it. Check the chat, Jordan. Text message 1. Before we get into this part. But yeah, for the projections part, ooh. Well, I don't think I had the Broncos that bad. I think I had the Broncos above the Raiders. I knew the Chargers were going to be good. Now the Jets, get the hell, they suck. Shoo them away. I'm so fed up with the Jets. They haven't won squad and people just keep riding them on over.
Honestly, I think we have to go back and look at the preseason breakdown videos, but the NFC East I had right. I want to say NFC West is I was thinking that too. I was not expecting the Rams to rise up and take it. I kind of expected the Cardinals to finish last and not so much the 49ers. I expected Detroit to win it, and right now, 5-12 is crazy for Minnesota. I thought the Bears were still the worst team in that division. I told Chad before the season started, I said, until someone does something about it, this division belongs to the Bucs.
We knew the Bucs in this division. That was obvious.
Yeah. It was just the
I
media
had
hype that
Eagles
was
winning anyway.
the media was hyping up the Falcons, dude. But I knew, and like you know too, the Falcons were gonna Falcon.
Falcons will always Falcon.
Yeah.
I would like to
That
see the
Aaron
rise
Rod-
of the Panthers, though. I'd like to see the Panthers like go above the Falcons at some point. It'd be cool.
Don't worry,
Honestly?
Saints will finish last next year.
Dang.
Like
We ain't even-
I would like to see Bryce Young have a good season next year. Basically, is what I'm saying.
we haven't even got to the draft yet. We haven't got to the combine yet.
Can we
Well,
kinda
I'll
do
say
the
that
pick?
now. If I'll say they'll finish last next year if Derek Carr's still the quarterback,
Can I do my picks?
and they hire a bum at head coach. What happened, Dalton?
Hold on,
Can I-
Mr. Sasser. Hold on. I don't know where the Colts love came from. I had the Texans winning that division.
Yeah,
I didn't expect the Bengals to win. I kind of expected Lamar to still go crazy. I don't know where that love for the Browns came from.
Deshaun's still there for another 2 years.
Steelers haven't finished last in their division since 1988. And then I expected the Chiefs to do that. I'm surprised by the Chargers though. Technically, aren't they second right now?
Who?
The Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay. Well, correction then. I did not expect
Broncos to be that good. I figured the Broncos would have been around 500, even with Bo Nix, because Sean Payton somehow bullshits his way to wins. So I figured they would have been a 7-8 win team.
We did say that. Yes. I remember you said the Raiders were going to be bad.
I had the Raiders winning like 2 games.
Yeah. Hey, well, USA Today was more generous than you. And currently,
I
they're
don't know,
on pace
this year or
for it.
last year. I remember one of the years I had them winning like 1 or 2 games. I had to be this year, I think it was.
Yeah. Hey,
That was crazy. But Patriots, we knew they were gonna be that. But I'll say this: Washington, Minnesota. I think you and me did Minnesota too, right? We did the NFC North, and we had Detroit winning it at like 15-1 or like 2 losses to Detroit. So we were right on them. We had Green Bay at like 12 or 11 wins. So we're not too far off on them.
Yeah,
But
we
we had a third in the division. But we said if there's a chance Sam Darnold goes out and just balls out with Kevin O'Connell, and then you don't see JJ McCarthy this year. But then there's also that chance but that was before he got hurt. We did the preseason breakdown.
Yeah.
And we said if they can get a Stroud, Will Anderson type performance from DJ Turner. No, what's his name? The guy from
DJ
Alabama. The guy. DJ Turner, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
If him and JJ McCarthy have that kind of performance, then they make the playoffs. Well, we got the first half right. It went out and balling out, and they somehow got really good. So shout out Minnesota on that one, beating that projection. But also, I think we did pretty good for ourselves. Not whatever the hell this crap is on our screen.
Yeah.
Wait, Don, what were you saying again earlier?
Oh, I was just saying I would like to get my picks out of the way. I'm freaking hungry, man. I don't want to eat in front of the camera, but
Oh, you're good. All right, yeah. Let's go ahead and do it then.
I don't want to speed up your guys, so you guys go at your pace. But if I could just get my stuff out of the way and come back, I can come back later.
Yeah, we can go ahead and do this because this was basically about to be the last thing for the night anyway.
Okay, I didn't want to speed up you guys, so.
No, you're good, man.
No, we already have 53 minutes, bro. We almost done anyway. We ain't got. I mean, if we have the tirade ran on the Saints, I could do it, but I don't feel like it. I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
All right,
New Year's trying to end the year on a positive note, but except there's nothing positive really.
Let's see. We got Saturday. We got 2 Saturday games. We got the Browns. We got the Browns at the Ravens.
You know who
Ravens
I'm
are favored by
game.
18 points.
I will say this though.
Ravens.
Browns doing Jameis real dirty right now. They have no business of starting DTR over Jameis.
I agree. That's why I'm going Baltimore.
They have absolutely zero reason because that man is 0 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I don't want to hear squat about Jameis. At least he was throwing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cleveland deserves all the hell they get coming. And we forgot to talk about Indianapolis.
Let's see. Bengals at Steelers.
I'm gonna go with.
You know who I'm taking.
Yeah, I'm going Bengals too in this one.
Hey, Joe Burrow won me my money fantasy league. So Bengals got this one in the bag.
Bengals.
Yep. Let's see. We have Carolina at Atlanta.
Carolina on the road. Oh shit! Give me Atlanta.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Carolina at home and Carolina on the road are two very different teams.
Well, you got to think Chuba Hubbard's on IR, and so is
Yeah.
J.C. Horn. So I mean, they're decimated right now. I expect the Falcons Michael Penix should throw for 5 touchdowns in this game. To be honest, just let him go out there and let it rip.
If Michael Penix figures out how to get air under the football, I think he's gonna be really good. He's just got to learn how to put some air on it.
Yeah,
and not throw a cannon every throw.
Exactly, I agree.
Like if he masters touch throws, he'll be good.
Let's see, Washington at Dallas.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant Washington.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm going Washington.
Wait, I'll do it this way. Here you go. The Jameis wants to eat that W.
So wait, Ace, you going Washington as well too?
Yes, sir. We're taking Washington. Dallas got to start Trey Lance next week just to see what they have. There's zero reason to keep playing Cooper Rush.
I agree. The next one,
especially after getting embarrassed like they did against Philadelphia at home. Change is coming, but it's not going to be the one that they need.
The next one is Chicago at Green Bay.
Chicago at Green Bay.
We all know who won in this game. We ain't got to ask.
Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely not the team that they picked to finish, third?
Packers.
Thank you for saying it, Dalton. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Houston at Tennessee.
Houston at Tennessee.
There's nothing Houston can do.
Houston got issues. Houston got major issues.
Wow.
Tennessee.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm still taking Houston.
I'm taking Houston, yeah.
Houston, because of the matchup issue, they can't protect interior at all. Their interior offensive line is horrible. Stroud is like constantly under pressure by his feet.
It's crazy to me.
Now he's seeing deer. He's like a deer in headlights now. He got rattled bad, especially after Dell got hurt.
I feel like they've slowly been figured out, to be honest with you.
Well, their offensive coordinator is not good to begin with, but also, like, once he was starting to figure it back out when Dell was playing, but then Dell got hurt and like he fell apart against Kansas City. Like they couldn't move the ball because nobody beside Nico Collins can get open, and they're just double teaming Nico Collins and praying anybody else to get open, and nobody can get open. And Stroud, by the time he gets pressure, he's panicking.
Let's see. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Indianapolis should
pass. Indianapolis.
Yeah, Indy should win this game.
Colts.
Shout out Brian Thomas Jr.
I should have started Michael Pittman.
I don't think that would have helped much.
No. I mean, he put up 24 points, but, could have did something. Like, as my flex, because I think my flex was someone else. I forget who my flex
Khalil
was.
Shakir, I think, had like 5 for
Shakir, yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Let's see. We got Buffalo at New England.
Buffalo at New England.
I'm going Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo.
I was going to say, yeah, Buffalo starters should, even if the starters sit out.
They said Allen will play like 1 or 2 drives, and then Trubisky will take it over.
I still think they're better than New England with Trubisky.
Mm-hmm.
New England's got the first pick, I think. So
New England about to trade that first overall pick for the Hall.
That part.
Now, what they do with those picks is another story. I mean, they already took Jalen Polk over and Vlad McConkey, and we saw how bad Polk's been this year.
I agree.
Let's see. Jameson Williams, another touchdown.
Oh, no way. Oh, he did. Uh-oh. He did.
Congrats to Jordan Peoples for winning second spot, or for winning third, I should say.
But I got third place. Oh my gosh!
Wait, no,
I
you
haven't
might have
looked at
got
it
fifth
since.
actually.
That's fine.
Dolan beat you in the first round, right?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, so you'd be fifth.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. We got the Giants at Philadelphia. Saquon's gonna play, man. Saquon's gonna get that right. I want
Saquon
to
is
get
gonna
that
play against the Giants,
please.
just to break the all-time rushing record. That will be
make
the
that
most
scene from Hard Knocks look even more
perfect,
funny.
ironic, all of the above, you name it.
And then bench him halfway through the game, and then make sure he's healthy for playoff.
I agree.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think we see Jalen Hurts
Eagles though
in this game. Even if he has a concussion, they might play him one drive to just make sure he's all good to go for the playoffs, and then they'll sit him.
Let's see. Saints at Bucks.
The Bucks.
We all know who won in this game. We ain't gotta ask.
Yeah. Let's see. Kansas City at Denver. Now it gets a little spicy.
I'm gonna do reverse psychology. I'm gonna do reverse psychology and say Broncos.
You know what? Want the Broncos to win, or you want them to lose?
I don't know.
I am so.
I don't know.
Bro, I got a degree in this stuff, and I can't figure out what you mean, bro.
I'm gonna go.
I saw you just be like thinking so hard, like what the.
I'm gonna go Denver here. Denver at home. Kansas City's already got the number 1 seed. I'm going Denver.
I cannot let sorry, I don't want Sean Payton in the playoffs. Give me Kansas City. I don't. Carson Wentz still gonna beat him. Like Carson Wentz ain't a bum. He's just had attitude issues.
That's true. Wait, Mr. Sasser, who are you going with again?
Broncos.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So,
let's see. You got Chargers at Raiders. Chargers they're in the playoffs.
Chargers.
Are they sitting their starters or are they playing?
I don't even know. I don't think so.
I'll still take Chargers.
Yeah. No, same.
Dolan, here you go.
Wait. A lot of people like Kansas City.
Nah, the person said they like Kansas City because of Taylor Swift. Well, the NFL got their the mission successful, I guess, with that.
It's okay, Beyonce.
Yeah, you hope they play because you need to save your draft pick. You already won too many games.
Let's see. Oh, the next one is interesting. Seattle at Los Angeles. Seattle's favored
Seattle
by 3.
Seattle got to be mad. I know Seattle's mad, but you know what? They shouldn't have lost to the Giants.
They shouldn't have.
So that's on them.
I'm still going Seattle in this one.
I think Seattle's gonna show up. They're gonna be pissed, and they'll cost the Rams playoff seeding.
Yep.
Seattle.
Now, I said all this. They better be trading up for Jalen Milroe in that draft.
Yes. They should. I do agree with that.
And sit him a year behind Geno.
I agree. Not the last one, but the next one is we have Miami at New York.
New York.
Ooh. I heard one say MIA. I heard one say New York.
New York.
I'm going.
I'm only picking these games because I want Cincinnati in the playoffs to beat Buffalo in the first round.
I'm going Miami.
But nobody wants Cincinnati in the playoffs.
If I were a betting man, I'm just going where I would go.
I think they have a shot. I mean, what has to happen? The Chargers.
The Jets suck. Out. I already know the Jets suck. Come on, like Miami, they just beat up on Dorian Thompson-Robinson. They're not that good. And does Miami really want to go up to Buffalo and get embarrassed in the playoffs, or would they just rather stay in Cancun?
Let me stop. Okay. San Francisco and Arizona. This one doesn't mean anything. This is just for pride.
Arizona for the pride. I mean, Arizona's had a weird year. But then again, so has San Francisco. San Francisco got hurt in every possible way on offense with the running backs. But then again, Arizona's like the way they lost that game Saturday night just summarized the season.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray throws a good ball to Trey McBride, who doesn't turn his head around with Marvin Harrison wide open in the middle.
But somehow still puts up 30 points in fantasy.
Well, he had 15 in most leagues.
The last one on Sunday Night Football, Vikings at Lions. Possibly for the 1 seed if the Lions don't get their head out of their what's in this game right now.
Well, you mean if the Lions defense gets their head out of their what's?
Yes.
The offense is 2 for 2 in touchdown drives. The defense just can't stop a fly right now.
I'm going to say Lions.
You know what? Let me get my old man cigar here.
Wow.
I'm gonna take the ginger man with the baby face that the Jets gave up, Carolina gave up, San Francisco gave up.
So you go Minnesota?
Just for the memes. I will take Minnesota for the memes.
And I agree.
Just to say, the Carolina Panthers gave away two quarterbacks who won their divisions. How do you let Ricky Pearsall get wide open, bro? Oh my God, blind. Stop sign.
No way. No, dude, Dog might actually get 70 points tonight.
Right, what happened?
Lions, what are we doing, Lions?
This is crazy.
Bro, they made Brock Purdy look like prime Tom Brady, bro. What the hell?
This is crazy, man.
Come on, Purdy.
You might get his wish, man. This is wild. Oh, man.
The most the quarterback has scored in a fantasy football game in our league this year is 15. So, I checked. The most Purdy scored in a game is 46 in our league scoring. So, don't worry. I've checked all the numbers. There's going to be some fluky, crappy, weird-ass way I'm going to lose this thing. But at least I won the money league, so that's all that matters to me.
All right, so one last thing before we get out of here. Best memory from 2024.
Saints firing Dennis Allen.
Almost winning my first.
No, I'm just kidding. Paulo's 50-point game against Indiana.
Making it to the fantasy Super Bowl.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one, Dalton.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Dalton's first year doing this too, Dalton's having a my tech. Bro, Brock Purdy touchdown run. What the hell?
Woo! Let's
go.
Way.
What is going on? I'm telling you, dude, Dalton's not going to come back. Dalton's going to win this game.
If he manages that, oh my gosh. If he manages
bro, this man. Hold on. What is the? I need to double check this. What is the most amount of fantasy points scored by a quarterback in our league this year? It got to be Josh Allen, right?
I was gonna say.
Allen's only down 50 points now. Brock Purdy's already at 20.
This is crazy.
Who has Josh Allen in our league?
Let's go.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow threw for. Let's see. Joe Burrow had how many? 71. Holy shit! So Don might actually get it.
Woo!
Bro, if Brock Purdy scores 70 fantasy points in this league, I'm gonna quit.
That's crazy.
Because it's not even like Josh Allen or Joe Burrow. It's actually Brock.
Might be wild when we go back and look at this. The best moment from 2024 for Dalton might be this game.
Mm-hmm. That would be, yeah.
I'm telling you now, this is my favorite. This is my best moment from 2024 right here.
In the real world. Hey guys, I caught a duck on the field. Caught a duck on the field. I'm gonna release it naturally onto the ground in the real world. I was just betting it. Now it's a little hype. Go Buccaneers.
Wait, so this is the guy that like caught
Yeah,
the duck?
Yeah,
this is the guy that got the duck, and like he got the duck off the field. It was actually pretty crazy when you saw it. Like you had Hillsborough County sheriffs detaining the duck on the sideline. That's how real it got.
Oh my god!
I'm sitting there. I'm like, did you really need to get the sheriff out there to detain the duck? But now this duck is everywhere. This duck's been on like Ybor. This duck's been down to Ybor City. This duck has been out on Riverwalk. This duck's been in front of the Tampa Theater. This duck is like super famous now.
Maybe it's foreshadowing. Maybe it's foreshadowing for Oregon Ducks or something.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You missed it.
Either they win or they lose. Like I don't know,
dude. See, man. See, AC, he's making me bring it back now. He's making me bring it back.
What? You find something on social media about it?
He's making me bring it back.
What? No.
Oh.
Yeah, you ready for New Year's Day, man? This is what I imagine Dalton's like at a New Year's party.
No, I'm Pat McAfee dancing. That's me. That's me.
Let's see how long Duck could go.
Bring up his ass.
We're gonna test.
Wait, so you said you're more like McAfee or you're more like the duck?
I'm more like McAfee dancing though.
Oh, you're just a
I don't think anybody can dance like the duck.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. But that's good. I could, it's funny. I could see you getting loose like McAfee.
Yeah.
I could see it, and then slamming a Bud Light.
Slamming it? What?
All I get from watching this Lions 49ers game is I want nothing to do with Aaron Glenn as my head coach next year with the Saints.
I was gonna say that's right.
That Lions defense is horrible, bro. Why does anybody want him as a head coach? Bro, they're getting down by Brock Purdy.
This is crazy. Just insane.
And with our bonuses, bro, just take out the bonuses on the championship. I just want to see what the score would be without it.
True.
Bro, jeez, bro. Right. 20 fantasy points in the first quarter or first half. Still 5 minutes to go.
All right.
Yeah, maybe throwing an incompletion yet. And now there has Jared Goff.
That's going to do it for our last episode of 2024. We hope you've enjoyed this episode.
I'm in the midst of a crash.
Enjoyed the whole entire 2024 year as much as we did. This was fun. We can't wait to do it again next week on a Wednesday. Back on
Dawn,
Wednesday.
you got a fave.
Wow, Dalton, you have a fan favorite. Oh my.
Dawn got game, bro. Wait.
Tell you, man. What? Like, that's a first.
You guys need to chill. Everyone needs to chill.
Nah.
Thank you.
But yeah, we hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming on Wednesday.
Look at that face. He's so happy. He's got such a nice.
Oh my god, you're making him blush. Come on.
No one's blushing. We're not blushing.
I'm gonna tease him if I'm gonna crash out because of this stupid ass Brock Purdy of all people. I'm gonna troll him so hard today anyway because of that.
I'm gonna troll you if I win too. I'm gonna be like, look.
Hey, that's not my fault if you win. Then I don't care. That's just a good crazy game. I'm gonna troll you.
No, yeah.
Brock Purdy.
I think it'd be
if
great.
Brock Purdy decides to have the greatest fantasy performance of all time, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I will lose my.
But I'm gonna still troll you for it.
I will lose my shit too. So yeah, it's all good.
Thank you so much, folks, for joining us.
Good game, Dalton. No matter what happens tonight.
Yes. Oh yeah.
This was a great game. This was a great match.
There you go.
We got football tomorrow, of course. Wake up early, watch the Black West Bowl, and then of course.
All right, we gotta hook up these two here.
All right.
This is gonna be like you ever saw that one YouTube video, right? Where the guy's like, why you sing or whatever, and then the girl shows up in the comment section and they get married a couple years later.
I'm going to go back to enjoying my tacos and stuff. I have to go.
I need to go.
Yeah, we gotta go anyway. I need to have a proper crash out
I'm
here.
hungry.
A proper crash out. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, folks. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay blessed. We will see you in 2025.
2025. Not our year, but anyways. It will be our year for the podcast.
Take care.